that now I lead a surrendered life, because I realized in the past I had a lot of fears, a lot of unforgiveness, anger, bitterness. But with the Lord, He's taught me to just give it all to Him. And He's the one that will fight our battles for us. He's the one that will make our path straight. And He's taught me through my mom and her introducing me to good friends from church and the relationships that I've made there that have really saved my life. Because one person from my discipleship group will give a suggestion. God raised up a doctor I never knew I needed in my discipler, Carolyn Tanchi Pedro, to suggest to me something that I would have never said yes to in the past. But he built like more than 17 years of trust between the two of us, and then she became a doctor pa. Because if someone suggested to me in the past, get off your medication, you're like, you're not a doctor, you don't know what you're talking about. But then God raised up this woman to be a good doctor, to give me this suggestion. She put me on keto for a while, and as I was lowering my sugar, I was also slowly taking out the medication, and little by little, 3 months at a time, very little. And it really, and then as I took out the sugar more and more, I was like, hey, I'm not hyper.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even go up there. It's the sugar, But there are other things, acid reflux, or, like needing more B vitamins. But God was the one leading us every step of the way. Mom meeting people in Spain who were pastors who taught her about the dangers of psychotropic drugs. But I was always for it. I came from a pill-popping family that, didn't we all, right? If you have a headache, you take this pill, that. Who knew that, that food could be your medicine? After all, we were not born into the middle of a drugstore, but in a garden, right? And so, praise the Lord for that. I never thought I would be here at this point, but now I'm on the other side of victory, and I'm thanking God for what He has done and for what comes next, right?
Isabella?
Isabella, if particular song would represent your darkest moment, what could it be, and your current song now?
Oh, I like that question. It's Do You Have a Miracle for Me?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the past, because I had some really dark moments where I wanted to give up, and I had lost hope, and I wanted to run away and, go run barefoot and just leave and quit on life. But God, thank God, He allowed me to hear the voice of my mom. Like, if you do that, we don't know what will happen. And He allows us to hear these things in times of trouble. And I really had some dark times and super weak times where my nutrients were so low that moving forward made me cry, because I really didn't have enough B vitamins or nutrients in my body to do that. But now, I think my song is like Mary J. Blige's Everything, You are everything, and everything is you. It's all because of you. I'm never sad and blue. You brighten up my day in the most special way, because whenever He's around,
In love.
yeah, He's the joy in my life. You know how they say, pizza is life? No, God is life. No more donuts. He is my delight.
Sabi ko, diba?
Because there was a time when donuts was my happy word. Isabella, energy, energy. I'm like this during a photo shoot, and I think, donut. Now it's delight.
Sugar.
Jesus is my delight. It's better than a donut because you can crash from that, It adds pounds, at least spiritual, goodies.
Sinong Christian artist ang most na nag-inspire sa'yo?
Well, I think in terms of attitude, I like Darlene Sec. I met her once, and she was the same on stage as off, and I like that. Because I'm so used to people being a deep
maraming
shout to the Lord.
Yes,
shout
sir.
to the Lord. But I really love Natalie Grant. She, like Mama, was a nurse, and then she became a singer. And she has this song called The Real Me, and that's the only song that before when I listen to it, I'd start to cry. I'm like, oh, this is touching me. This is deep. You know? Yeah.
So how about you, Miss Ku? Your favorite
Oh, CC Wine.
artist? Christian artist?
Christian, si C.C. Winans.
Mm.
The best
Goodness
friend of
God.
Whitney.
Pakinggan nyo yun, Goodness of God, C.C.
And
Winans.
believe for it.
Since the time of the pandemic, I've been singing that every morning to the Lord. Walang palya.
Sample?
Okay.
Your goodness is running
Then,
after.
sa umpisa kasi, she starts, I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. Here's the good life. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
And my favorite
You know,
part.
here's the line,
That's my favorite.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
Your goodness is running
Can
after.
you imagine the goodness of God, hinahabol ka
me.
to bless you.
With
Ang
my
galing, di ba?
life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Oh, your goodness is running after. It's running after me.
Siguro kaya
I
ano,
love that song.
ang joy ng Panginoon at saka yung provision niya, hindi nagkukulang
Amen.
sa buhay ko.
Buhay
Since
ko
I
din.
started singing that, not that kumukulang before, pero ibig sabihin, nagugulat ako sa blessings na tumubuhos sa buhay namin. Yeah. And it's not just because money is there or, you know, may mga shows and all that.
The joy.
Pero yung gumagaling si Isabella, my relationships are better. I'm you know, my relationship with God is getting better. Lahat, yung kahit sa mga tao ko. Kasi ano yan, ang inaayos ng Diyos, physical health natin, our financial stability,
Our mental and
our
emotional
relationships.
Your
Basically,
heart health.
the basic thing that God expects of us, because we are not perfect, is that we understand that we will make mistakes, we will fail, pero since others also are not perfect, we must be ready to forgive.
Ourselves and others.
Yung unforgiveness ang nakaka-cause ng trouble sa isip natin.
And psychosomatic
That
also.
we become, that nagkakaroon tayo ng mental problems. Hindi nakakatulog. So tuloy pag wala kang tulog, your body will be, yung mind, yung brain mo will be imbalanced. At saka when you have
Drains
time,
nutrients, you know, the word.
when you have time, listen to Caroline Leaf, L-E-A-F, okay? So that you understand na ang mga, katulad ng mga may depression, bipolars, schizophrenia can be healed. Hindi yung sinasabi na forever magte-take ng medicine. Pero kailangan meron kang relasyon dun sa healer.
He's the one that guides you.
Hindi lang dun sa mga psychotherapist, sa mga
Cognitive
pastor.
behavioral therapy.
First and foremost, dito, tsaka sa salita niya, you're grounded on the
Your spiritual health. Because like I was saying to my mom in the car, I said, you know, when we get healthy, it's not just our physical bodies that need help. We're not just a body. We're a spirit with a soul that lives
body,
in a body. And the soul is your mind and your emotions. So your mental health, your emotional health, that's how you feel, your heart health, how you feel. And then your spiritual health, you need that to come alive, to be able to have that inner Siri, ba? You know, that guide which is God with us, right? The Spirit of Jesus living in us.
Isabella, so with these recordings, shows, are you joining showbiz full time?
You know what? I don't believe that I was ever really always out, but I took a sort of holistic healing holiday to
Haba,
Yeah, well, you know what? I thought it was only going to be a few.
Isabella, please.
Exactly. I thought it was only going to be a few
Yes,
months.
syempre nagka-pandemic
Yeah.
din.
But you know, I'll tell you, for some weird reason, you know when I was watching the Bruce Lee movie when I was a kid, there's this portion where he got so beat up that he was in traction, right? And then he wrote his book during that time, and then after that his fighting style changed na. Even Walt Disney went on this cruise, and then I think after his mother died or something, and his parents died or something, and then the golden age of Disney came na after that, you know, all the great movies. And so I'm hoping that this sort of like 7-year, 8-year hiatus that God has given me has been like my Shemitah years of rest, so that I can come back and give something more, which is what I've always wanted to do, you know, where
Well
it's-
answered.
Thank you, Mama. It's no longer just an obligation to maximize my potential, but the joy is there now, which was there before, but I always just wanted to entertain and give you my best and really just show you what I can do. And now it's like, let's enjoy ourselves and do all of
Isabella,
that, you know. And
Hindi siya shy at kahit nung bata.
no, there was a
Bagang,
moment. You
Huwag
know,
naman natin
you have to
gamitin
train
yung
it
word
out of
na
me.
walang, huwag na yun, huwag na yun.
Animated.
Confident.
Very confident. Oo.
Passionate.
At saka it's her joy to entertain. Bata pa yan, sabi, can I sing for you?
Yeah.
Ganyan,
Oh,
maliit pa
really,
siya.
oh.
Pag may bisita kami, can I sing for you? May practice pa ba?
No, but the good thing is that you know, even while I was healing, Mom would still be like, "Come on, you can't be there forever. Come on." And so I have different. If you see the shows that I did with her during those times where I was just guesting, sometimes I didn't have, like I had very short hair because I just shaved my head because my hair was falling. I mean, I've gone through so much, but she's always been the one to sort of pull me to do the right thing and be productive, and I thank God for that. And so I think this time around, it's just sort of stepping in to like a fish out of water before, and now finally getting back into the pool, man, and just flying and enjoying myself, right? Again.
The pool, you mean
Yes.
swimming.
Yes. No, because before it was like a little tank. Now it's like, come on, the pool is bigger. You know, it's back into the ocean, baby.
Isang bagay na natutunan mo kay mami mo, isa, one if you,
To love the Lord with all my heart, mind, and soul, and to lean not on my own understanding. To trust the Lord above all things. Because I see that with my mom, her gift is faith there. My gift is encouragement, right? Hers is faith. And so she's teaching me. She continues to teach me to be a risk taker with the Lord.
And humanity.
Yeah. But God taught me that because, man, nasubsub talaga po ako. And I'm glad because, you know what? His ways are not our ways, right? And He's the best teacher. So if I had to go through that, and my prayer has always been, Lord, the more successful I become, I pray that the more humble I'll become. Because my goodness, pride comes before the fall, and I've fallen way too many times. Ayoko na. Surrender na po ako. Give na give. Oh no.
please invite them to watch. Please, Isabel.
Yes, yeah, please come. I would love to just celebrate with you and just have a great time in a beautiful garden on Earth Day, which is my birthday, 4/22, April 22. Come at 4:22 p.m. and witness my first ever, I think, solo exhibit. And then at Gallery Cool at Hacienda Isabella, then 6 p.m. is dinner, then 8 p.m. is the show with Miss Mitch Valdez, Nanette Inventor, and my mama, directed by my mama, and my special guest, Miss Pooh, Ledesma. I am so thrilled to be able to be back at it and performing for you. Truly, thank you so much for being there. You guys are coming, right? Not just everyone online, but you guys too have. Because I have something to give you there. Tangible and, emotional.
Thank you.
God bless.
Yeah. Would you write